so bright. My eyes. Huh. A revolver.
Suspiciously odd revolver. Something is not quite right about this gun, though you're not sure why. You're struck with an ominous feeling that, should you keep it, you'll lose sense of time, finding your life passing you by, beckon to a strange land far away. Whether you keep the gun or not, you must decide now. Will you give in to the temptation to accelerate towards an uncertain, snowy future?
Nah, these vibes are rancid. I'll find out when I'm ready. Oh, hey, Victor! Hey.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Okay, do you know who those men were that attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
Alright. I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Oh wait, I remember seeing one on the Olympus back in the day. I see they were analyzing some of our robots. SentryBot, RoboBrain. What is this one? I haven't seen this one before. How did you end up in Goodsprings?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
Alright, well, it was nice meeting another robot in town. I'll see you around.
Happy trails!
Oh, hi, Jen? Is that you?
Oh my god. You're alive. After all these years, you haven't aged a day.
Thanks. I have a vague memory of you, but it was so long ago. Looks like we need to find that anti-authoritarian chick. Any ideas?
I saw her at the Union City Cantina. It's possible she's still there. She's really creepy, though. To be perfectly honest, that chick terrifies me. You don't remember me?
I do a bit. Sorry, I was shot in the head and it's a little fuzzy. I did know you, right? We were friends.
Oh, you're the body Victor pulled out of that grave. They must have shot you and buried you alive. That's not so surprising. You've always had a bad habit of getting caught by the bad guys and thrown into the dirt. Don't you remember anything? Your name, your life before the grave? Not even me?
I don't know. I remember some things. The past, the Capital Wasteland. There's just a lot of gaps. Were we close?
We were, 20 years ago, before you disappeared. I was your friend. We grew up together in Vault 18. We never really talked much as kids, not before the night Colonel Bragg betrayed us and destroyed our home. After that, we traveled for a while before you got sucked into the war between the NCR and the Raiders of San Bernardino. The last I remember seeing you, you were leaving Fort Dagger Point, covered head to toe in blood and ashes. A lot of people died that day. A lot of people. I think something died in you, too. You left. We never saw you again. And you don't remember any of it?
Well, I remember talking about a place called Hopeville, but I don't remember that specifically. What did I do for the NCR again?
You were never officially part of the NCR, not from what I heard. General Silverman hired you as a private contractor and blackmailed us into doing his dirty work. This is back before the NCR kicked into overdrive and their military began conquering the Mojave. Back then, Silverman's hands were tied, fighting the last of the Enclave and the Raiders. He needed someone outside the law. I guess he figured a bunch of vault dwellers was his ticket to do what he wanted without Congress stepping in to stop him. After that, I don't know what happened to you. We've heard rumors. Stories about an unkillable courier. We heard you did some pretty bad things while trying to do good. I guess you'll never know, unless you can remember.
Well, I'm not sure how much of those rumors are true. The NCR wasn't very reliable. Could you remind me what happened at Fort Dagger Point?
A war? The NCR doesn't call it that. They call it a police action. But it was a war, plain and simple. The Raiders of San Bernardino were a major threat, and the NCR's hands were tied in dealing with them by the New Reno mob. The corrupt NCR Congress couldn't fight them, and the mob used the Raiders to raise money from slave labor mining gold and uranium. But that didn't last. When Colonel Bragg of the Enclave destroyed our home, the Raider tribes betrayed them. They used the vertibirds and weapons of the Enclave against the NCR and triggered an unwinnable war. The Enclave had been using Fort Dagger Point to experiment on super mutants, trying to create a perfect guerrilla army. They took your parents. They turned them into breeding stock and used them to create you. You were a mutant, or from what I'm told, you had a mutant organ inside you that heals your injuries and cleans your blood of radiation. But that's when you came into your own. With Vault 18 destroyed, I guess the stress triggered your body to start reacting. You became unstoppable, like a human tank. You led an army through the fort and killed Bragg and his troops. The NCR changed after that. So did the Raiders. They left California and were forced to join the Legion, which made them unstoppable. They turned on the NCR, and now we're here.
Well, that's quite a summary. Guess it helps fill in some of the gaps. What's your full name again?
I'm Jen Hale. I was a Wasteland Scout. So was my dad.
Do you live here in Goodsprings now?
Yeah, sort of. I settled here after the war. It was a ghost town back then. Some vault dwellers from Vault 11 and a handful of settlers. We had to come here after Hopeville was destroyed, and there was nowhere else to go.
Do you have a family, or...?
No, I'm alone now. My husband died a few years ago fighting the Legion. I never fell in love again. After Vault 18, what was the point? Who'd want to be with me anyway? Everyone in the wasteland has problems. But some nights, I just wake up screaming. I dream of the vault. I remember it collapsing. It killed my mom, my brother and sister, everyone I ever knew. I think of them trapped down there, burning, crying. I can't forgive the world for what it did to me, what it did to us. I never wanted to bring anyone else into this, so I quit trying.
I'm so sorry to hear that. It sounds really traumatizing. I may be crying right now if the memory wasn't so hazy. And I'm sorry about your husband as well. As for finding new love, though, even in your 30s, girl, you're still rocking it.
Yeah, thanks. But I'm sure you have troubles of your own. We should get you something to eat, and a place to rest. There was a time when that mutant organ inside you would have healed you. Not even a bullet to the head could put you down. Something must have broke when they shot you. Maybe it'll kick in after it has time to cool off from bringing you back from the dead. That's how it worked with Bragg anyway. Yours may be different.
Oh, crap. Well, I guess that means I can't count on that. You said you were a Wasteland Scout. Could you fill me in on that?
Ha! That's a long story. You could write volumes on them. Vault 18 had a program for years where they sent teams into the wasteland to explore. They got into a lot of misadventures, needless to say. Then it was our turn. But we lost the vault before we were fully trained. After Fort Dagger Point, we were scattered. We had a lot of friends. Not all of them made it. Kurtz, Jamie, Eric, Johnny, Kira. None of us are quite the same.
Kurtz?
He was a tribal kid that came to live with us in Vault 18. Dr. Osman found him in the wasteland after his tribe drugged him. The drug erased his memory, Kind of like you and the bullet, I guess. He found his memory through comic books. Maybe you two can talk, get some kind of amnesiac self-help group started. I've been trying to find a way to get Kurtz out of a Legion prison camp nearby Cottonwood Cove for 2 days. I could use the help of a badass mailman to bust him out. Let me add his location to your pit, boy.
Oh, thank you. But Legion? Oh no. And Kira?
She was a mutant, like you. One of the defective ones, I guess. She fought her way to freedom and never got over it. To be honest, I've always thought of Kira as kind of a bitch. We had a really shitty relationship. I've heard rumors that she found herself a job in the Silver Rush, selling plasma rifles for the Van Graffs. They say she's a killer mercenary, with some killer debts. You can try to find her there if you want. I say she's better off alone, where she can't hurt anybody I love.
Yeah, she was a bitch, but she was my bitch. What about Jamie and Eric?
They were the gross couple in love, fighting bad guys together while being painfully romantic. It got them in a lot of trouble and caused some strife, but nothing too terrible. After the battle at Fort Dagger Point, we traveled for a while until we settled in Hopeville together. We left that place despite how nice it was. We had a job to do in the town, and that job ended the day before it exploded. Jamie and Eric live up north near New Vegas now. I visit them every so often.
Oh. It sounds like we lost a lot of good people along the way.
Yeah. But let's talk about the here and now. What happened to you?
Well, I got shot in the head. Did you see any of the guys that shot me? I'd like to have a word with them.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. But if you want me to help you find them, I'll come with you. If you don't mind the company.
Well, no, of course I don't mind. You can act as my brain. Remember everything I can't.
Well, you always did need some help in that department. Come on, let's get going. Just like old times.
Yeah. That sounds great. I'm gonna look around Doc Mitchell's place before I go any further. After all, he does seem to leave a lot of weapons lying around. Oh, they have cool outfits, Jen. This town seems to be quite littered with cool stuff. Oh, wow, this is so me. I love it. My favorite one yet. Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is a nice bikini. Oh, I forgot it was Halloween when the bombs fell. This is the sexiest Halloween costume. I am so keeping this. Wait a minute. Wait, I think with these alien crystals and some power modules, I can power up that perfectly generic cube I found. This is my cube, isn't it? Yeah, I used to store things in here. It has a lot of my old stuff. Alright, let's get out of here. Better take it with me. Oh, more Halloween decorations. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the saloon, Jen. Let's go. There's a note over here.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find anyone with Pip-Boy in this town. Was a fat chance anyway. This whole thing is stupid. Nobody wears these things nowadays. And even if one does, they're either dead or spending time in a comfy vault. Going to Goodsprings source to replenish my water supplies. I'd give anything right now for a sip of clean water.
Oh, well, it seems this person didn't check Doc Mitchell's place.
What's that?
Oh, there's a plaque out here.
A message has been intricately hand-carved onto this old podium. Welcome to Goodsprings. This plaque is dedicated to the many travelers who pass through our town and drink themselves into oblivion due to the crippling loneliness out in the wastes. In the Goodsprings Saloon, you might be able to fill that void in your soul by meeting another fellow traveler, or, failing that, all the liquor you can handle. Feel free to stash your guns somewhere in town if you're worried about shooting yourself when drunk. Don't forget them!
Oh, that's why there's so many guns. People are getting drunk and just forgetting about them.
You stumble upon a note with your name here. It seems like it's deliberately placed here so you'd find it.
Huh, that's weird.
This just in. Word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Moving on. The Helios 1 solar power plant remains dormant despite NCR's effort to reactivate the facility. The chief scientist at the plant vowed to fix the problem, blaming it on an atmosphere of, quote, severe underappreciation. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. I'd like to play something really special for you right now because you deserve it.
Huh, what radio station is this?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Oh, hi. So you're Sunny Smiles, right? What's your job around Goodsprings?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
I'm a little short on caps. I don't suppose there's any work available?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
Oh, that makes sense. And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Right, I remember now. I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance.
Always happy to help someone down on their luck.
Could you tell me about the areas outside Goodsprings?
Sure, what do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR?
The New California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
Yeah, the NCR is a very mixed bag.
The nerve of these frontier freaks blows my damn mind. You set up a bomb in the hub, and your ass goes to jail. I can't wait till we finally pacify this place.
What do they keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen 'em in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
I mean, yeah, but I remember a bit about the Legion. They're not good.
When Kaisar came, many tribes had fled the Inferno to the Pines, but they were violent and savage. The Legion
sure
tamed
they
them,
were.
molded them, and now we are a mighty race.
Very not good. Do you have any idea what kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Okay. Can we talk about something else?
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
I was thinking of going to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
All right. Doug Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Okay. Good doggy.
Hey there.
Would you be able to help out an old man?
What exactly do you need?
Could you spare some caps for a drink, or maybe even buy some of my fine produce?
Well, maybe we can barter for something?
I have some of the wasteland's best food and drink, and the tastiest gecko steaks in the Mojave.
I don't have much, but I'll at least buy a salad from you. I don't have any other caps to spare at the moment. Sorry.
That's a dumb shame. I would have rewarded you with a treasure map. I guess some other lucky traveler will have to take it.
Okay. Have you heard of anything interesting happening hereabouts?
Well, that note on the bar there has something to say about some new criminals in town, but it looks like a load of lies to me.
Which note are you talking about?
That would be the one on the bar. Here, take a look. Bob presses the note into your hand. Beware slavers, there have been a number of disappearances lately. There are rumors from across the wasteland that a new slaver gang is operating near Goodsprings. Be on your guard if you encounter any of them. Shifty-looking individuals have been seen hanging around near Victor's shack in Goodsprings. They should be avoided.
Alright, well, I appreciate the heads up. See you around.
Yeah, stranger, what do you need?
You out of your mind? NCI has guns, Frank. Guns.
There's more to war than guns.
Yeah, like grenades and explosives. NCI's got those too.
But what about heart, Bill?
Legion ain't got no heart.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They're crazy, heartless bastards. And they'll kill you and your family before you even think to shoot it.
Shoot what, Frank?
Their hearts, Bill. Their hearts.
What do you think? NCI or Legion?
Well, both of them can go to hell, but if you're gonna make me choose, then I guess NCR.
Ha! That's right. No way a bunch of nutjobs with swords and slingshots can stand up to a well-trained soldier. See what I tell you, Frank. This mope agrees with me. NCR all the way.
So you finally made a friend, Bill. How much you paying her?
No more than your sister charges.
Now you leave Nessie alone. She's got the shell shock from seeing you naked.
Hey there.
Hey, I'm not cheap, buddy.
Howdy.
Hey, how much do you think a Honus Wagner rookie card would be worth?
Why, you got one?
No, but say I dug one up. What would it be worth on the black market?
You asking for a friend?
No, I'm asking for me.
So you did find one.
No, I didn't.
But you're asking me, on the off chance that you do, whether I can find you a buyer.
God damn it, Frank, it's just a hypothetical. No wink wink, I got one in my pocket, just pure what-if scenario, okay?
All right. Just making sure. Wagner. He that guy who played for the congressman?
Fuck if I know, I hate baseball.
Hey there.
Help Wanted Terminal, now working. Earn caps, make friends. Robco Industries, hello world. Help, terminal fixed. I'd like to invite everyone to take a look at our recently fixed Help Wanted terminal. It's been out of order and storage for months, but thanks to the kindness of a drifter who passed through Goodsprings a few days ago, wish I'd caught her name, it was something peculiar. Iodine? Novocaine? Something like that. The terminal is back up and running. Whenever folks need help with something, they can come talk to me and I'll be glad to add an entry to this terminal. A few rules for using the new terminal. 1. No food or drinks near the terminal. We were lucky to get it fixed once. I wouldn't put much of a bet on a tech-savvy wanderer being around the next time it breaks. 2. No perverted Help Wanted entries. One dirty old man made a request for the Help Wanted terminal that was so filthy I nearly washed his mouth and my own ears out with soap. I won't go into any details, but suffice to say, if you have any bighorner livestock, I'd keep a close eye on them for the next week or two.
That sounds fucked, but okay.
For your consideration. Dear Sir or Madam, thank you for taking the time out of your no doubt busy schedule to accommodate a fellow Mojave resident. I require assistance in a somewhat delicate manner, and implore any able-bodied individual in possession of competent mental and physical faculties to visit my personal residence for an elaboration on the task at hand. I want to heartily assure the recipient of this request that nothing of an illegal nature will be required by the constituent, as long as one allows a somewhat lenient interpretation of certain bylaws of an overly stuffy nature. Though I regret the inconvenience, a small application procedure will be required of the successful candidate to determine compatibility with the assignment. Your application for employment, as it were, will be accepted if you can capably locate my personal residence given only the following information.
This is Radio New Vegas, and I'm your host, Mr. New Vegas. And in case you're wondering if you've come to the right place, you have. All the latest news coming your way right now. Merchants are saying that there's been little contact between traders from Nipton in recent days, causing concerns that the isolated town may be in trouble. In addition, patrons of the Ultralux are questioning whether its pricey restaurant, the Gourmand, is overstating the fullness of its wait list. Those who claim to have dined at the restaurant find the food appealing, but say many tables remain empty. These headlines were brought to you by Vault 21. Vault 21. Everything's better when you experience it in a vault. Got some Dean Martin coming up, talking about the greatest feeling in the world, love. Ain't that a kick in the head? Sure is. Dino, it sure is.
He has a very smooth voice. Anyway, let me finish reading this.
I possess a commanding view of the backside of an enormous man-made artificial construct in the likeness of a fearsome reptilian predator. As an additional morsel to distinguish my residence, I am the only denizen of the area in question that requires an elevator taller than the fearsome beast itself to reach my front door. For the seasoned traveler, this task should prove trivial. Once you have located my residence, look near my personal elevator for a safe. This is connected to a pneumatic tube system, which conveys correspondence and sundries to a similar container at the front of my residence. I have secured the container with a primitive locking mechanism. Compromise the security in any way you see fit, though preferably in a way that doesn't damage my container. Replacement parts are a spot of trouble these days. Access the contents of the ground level safe for more details on your assignment. Best of luck, and I eagerly anticipate enthusiastic footsteps far below my abode post-haste. Regards, M. Higginbottom.
The fuck kind of name is Higginbottom?
Axeman is always ready for action.
I'll be on the lookout for a giant lizard.
Why is this town called Goodsprings anyhow? Ain't nothing good about it. Doesn't make a lick of sense if you ask me.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the mayor had a sense of humor.
That's mean.
Pardon me, ma'am. May I tell you about a fantastic opportunity for entertainment, or perhaps even employment for a lovely lady such as yourself?
Okay, tell me more. I'm looking for jobs.
Just go to Lollipop Saloon. It's on Route 160. Folks around here call it Blue Diamond Road. Food and drink, entertainment, and companionship, all in an exclusive yet relaxed atmosphere.
You're trying too hard. What's the catch?
I'll level with you. The place isn't what it used to be. They could use more pros, more publicity, and most of all, more customers. That was my last flyer. I've done all I can for them. I'm through. But you look like you could help with all of the above. See for yourself if you get the chance.
Okay, I'll check it out sometime.
Thanks for your time. Enjoy yourself.
You too. Oh! Hey, another one of those decorations.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. I don't have any ammo for this gun you gave me. I'll just use the shotgun.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
Yep. I'm gonna try one of my other guns. I was not expecting fire.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Okay.
Nice. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
All right. Huh, think it's getting late. Wait, are those roaches? Guess I'll figure that out later. How far away is this? Oh, shit. Sounds like there's some trouble.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
All right, fine.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
All right. Oh, wow, I'm a good shot.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll come with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
All right, let's go. Oh, shit. Fucking... Why are you shooting at us? Fucking random dude shooting at me. Come on, we better hurry. What's that sound? Oh, fuck, they're attacking someone. Come on. Are you okay? I think we're good.
I'm glad that's over.
Okay. You okay?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Oh, thank you.
Ally, for your helpful nature, Goodspring folks think of you as a reliable ally.
Are you okay? Be safe. Hey, Sonny. Better get the hides. Don't want the meat to go to waste. Hey, Sonny.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Yeah, couldn't hurt.
All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. I'll meet you back over here. Oh. Canteen. Yeah, this definitely seems to be where they get all their water. Oh, a pistol. Someone just left it here. Sorry about running through your camp. This guy looks like he was cosplaying as the Enclave. Good riddance. Alright, probably should head back now.